welcome my friends to the first rendition of FanFiction with Posh. So basically, a buddy of mine, he heard about me wanting to start reading fanfictions, and asked me if I could read one specific one that he found. Now, he's not a brony, but he heard about this one story. He told me that it was extremely messed up, and I'm going to be honest with you. I will probably post in the title if it's explicit or not. Actually, I'm looking at the thing right now. It says Friendship is Magic. Fanfiction Archives. Explicit. It's a fanfiction called The Horror by Big Macintosh 20111. And I've been reading the comments, and guys, I'm not excited about this at all. I'm probably going to have freaking nightmares all night. So, at least just let's get to this. The only way it's going to get done is when I start reading. Okay, here we go. It was the same every time. Whenever there's a full moon, Lily wouldn't answer the door, nor set up her flower stall. When Roseluck had asked her about it, she claimed to be visiting relatives in Philadelphia, or to be suffering from temporary deafness, or to have been trying to get some birds dropping out of her mane, or that she had been held captive by a mutant plant in her basement, and had only just managed to escape from its leafy clutches and destroyed it. Each month, the excuses became more and more elaborate, and less believable. Roseluck knew something was fishy, and she even joked with her other friends, Daisy, that Lily might be some kind of werepony. But whatever it is, it was driving Roseluck to distraction. She decided that she had to discover Lily's secret, no matter what. And as luck would have it, tonight was the first night of a full moon. She made her way to Lily's house, a cozy one-story cottage surrounded by a well-kept and vividly colored flower garden at the outskirts of Ponyville next to the Everfree Forest. She hid herself in some bushes and sat, waiting, staring at Lily's door. She wasn't even sure Lily was home, but couldn't think of a way of checking without giving away her presence, so she decided to risk it and hunker down. After over an hour of nothing, Roseluck has just been ready to give up through boredom, when the door suddenly opened and Lily cantered out. The pink pony glanced furtively around, making sure no one was watching her, and then made her way into the Everfree Forest. Roseluck hesitated. She had never been into the forest before, and heard all kinds of strange beasts and monsters dwell in its unnatural darkness. Why in Equestria would Lily go in there, so confident and nonchalant? Roseluck gulped, and then followed, walking gently and carefully a good distance behind her friend, so as not. Jesus, work on your typing, man. Work on your grammar. Not to give herself away. She felt a chill in her spine as some unknown bird began cawing, and felt weaker with each step. It became harder and harder for her to put one hoof in front of the other, the deeper they penetrated the dark woods. But she carried on regardless. It was terrifying, even scarier than when the stampede of rabbits rampaged through Ponyville. But she just had to find out where Lily was going and what she was up to. She followed her for a good half hour, until up ahead lay a cave, its interior shrouded by an absolute darkness. Lily paused before the mouth of the cave, and then entered, disappearing from Roseluck's view. Roseluck proceeded nervously, unsettled by her surroundings, that she had, momentarily at least, lost sight of Lily. She stopped when she reached the entrance and took a deep breath. She then furrowed her brow and plunged into the darkness, moving slowly, reaching out her hooves to check for any obstructions in her path with each step. After several minutes of painstakingly slow walking, she stopped and turned her head. The light of the cave at the entrance seemed so far away.
Are you there?
The words echoed through the cave, but no response came. Whatever Lily's purpose had been in coming into this cave, Roseluck wasn't going to be able to see it for herself.
Lily!
She tried one more time, but once again, there was no reply. She sighed and started to head back towards the entrance. As she did, she thought she heard muttered footsteps and breathing close to her. Something else was in the cave. Roseluck froze, her heart pounding so hard that it threatened to burst out of her chest. And listen, more scraping, scrabbling, footsteps, and a quiet sigh. What if it's a monster? She thought. Oh, wait, that was her.
What if it's a monster?
She thought, feeling panic rising within her.
Oh, Celestia, what if it hurt Lily? Or worse, what if it gobbled her up into stars and I'm the main course?
She prepared herself to gallop, but stopped, not wanting to leave Lily. Personally, I would leave. If my friend is gone in the mouth of a... I'm sorry, if my friend goes out into the forest in the middle of the night, I'm sorry, I'm looking for you in the morning. With guns. As she tried to decide what to do, she felt a sharp pain through her... as though a pin had been inserted into her flank. Sexual innuendos happening right now. She let out a startled gasp and tried to run, but after a few seconds, her eyes started to droop. She was overcome with dizziness and fatigue. She made it only a few feet before simply putting one hoof in front of the other became a massive effort. A horrible, high-pitched snickering filled the cave, guttural and mocking, full of intent and malice. Roseluck then blacked out completely, unable to cling on to the wakefulness any longer. Blah. It collapsed heavily on the floor. My God, this is going to be so long. When Roseluck awoke, the first thing she saw was a stallion with orange mane and a yellow coat lying before her. Dead. No, not dead. He was still breathing, shallow, relentless snores, sleeping. My God, all those freaking periods. She hauled herself to her hooves and took a stock of her surroundings. She was still in the cave, or at least a cave. She was in a wooden cave. She shook her head, feeling deeply confused. She was in the blackness, and then there was a sharp pain, and then...
Roseluck, I'm so glad you finally awoken, you sleepyhead.
Roseluck gulped. She knew the voice. She turned her head and there stood Lily. My God, work on your freaking grammar, dude. Outside the cage, staring at her with an amused smirk, Roseluck frowned. It was Lily, only not. She looked strangely different. Her eyes were red, rather than their usual gold.
Lily, what's going on? Come on, let me out of this cage. You're going nowhere, Roseluck.
She smiled, revealing a rows of razor-sharp teeth.
I saw you lurking outside of my house, spying on me. So I decided to punish you for your nosiness by luring you here. Blah! To be my, shall we say, livestock?
She licked her lips.
You're young and healthy. Oh, yes. You'll do nicely.
Roseluck felt a terror rising through her. I can already tell I am not going to like this story. Livestock? What was that supposed to mean? And what in Equestria happened to the Lily that she knew?
I don't understand. What are you? Why am I here? I am a...
What the hell kind of word is that? Marinanigal?
I am a Marinanigal,
Lily said. I'm furling a pair of leathery bat-like wings.
Most of the time, I'm a normal pony, but every full moon, I become this. I feast on creatures of the forest, on the entrails of ponies that get lost in the woods. But I find it such a mediocre fare of unsatisfying. It's not what I truly crave.
She looked hungrily at Roseluck.
That's why I brought you here. You can nourish me in ways that no pony's guts can't.
Lily glanced at the stallion, who was rousing from a drugged stupor.
It won't be long now until your new friend becomes Acquainted.
Roseluck looked at the stallion. She had almost forgotten that he was even there, but as he rose and blinked, she quickly grew very much aware of his presence. He looked at her with longing lust and wordlessly approached. Oh God, no! No, don't tell me this is happening. Why am I reading this? Oh God, I'm gonna hate my life. Oh no. Oh crap, I just read the second line. Here we go.
Hey, what are you doing?
Roseluck said, backing away as the stallion moved forward, his eyes filled with wanton desire. She caught sight of his erect penis. Oh, great. And looked desperately at Lily.
Oh, this is Brayburn. I fed him an aphrodisiac potion along with a sleeping draught when I found him wandering in the everfree forest all by himself. Silly pony. I had to ensure that when he woke up, he would be solely focused on sating his carnal desires. Don't resist, Roseluck. Make it easier on yourself.
I hate my life. Roseluck backed up until she was pressed up against the bars of the cage, and tears swelling in her eyes.
No, please, she murmured. Help! Help!
Lily laughed and rolled her eyes.
Oh, come on. No pony's gonna hear you scream.
Brayburn used his superior strength to turn her around. He mounted her, forcing his penis into her pussy. No! No, this is not what I wanted to read. Oh, God. I hate you, Mark. Holding her with a vice-like grip against the bars of the cage, Roseluck sobbed and pleaded as Brayburn relentlessly pounded inside of her. Oblivious to everything that was going on around him, Lily watched, laughing and stamping her hooves.
Oh, please, no, stop,
said Lily mockingly as Roseluck continued to cry and moan and weep with each thrust of Brayburn's hips. When she was so overwhelmed with fear and bewilderment and revulsions. Gee, why are so many adjectives? That she lost the ability to resist and just hoped that Brayburn would finish soon and that the nightmares would be over. For another 5 minutes, Brayburn continued until his warm load gushed out profusely inside of Roseluck. He withdrew, panting happily, and with a look of blissful relief on his face. Roseluck curled herself into a ball, weeping and shuddering, feeling sickened and crushed as some of Brayburn's semen escaped from her vagina and dribbled down her leg. Why? Oh my God, I agree with these comments. Brayburn was still in a sex-crazed trance, and within minutes his penis once again swollen. I can't say penis without laughing. And he eyed the cowering Roseluck with lust. He walked back over to her and lifted her, impaling her on his cock again. Great, now we're using even dirtier words. She barely even acknowledged what was happening. It was a nightmare. She was going to wake up soon. Don't worry. Nothing to be afraid of. Just a nightmare. Soon as Brayburn came again. Less this time, but still plentiful. And some of the warm liquid spilled out, dribbling onto the floor. Roseluck felt as though her heart had been torn out. Her pussy felt shredded and sore. Shoot me now. And when she turned and looked, there was a blood intermingling with the semen dripping out. She retched and pressed herself into one of the corners of the cage as tight as she could. Brayburn had fallen into some sort of stupor, with his eyes closed and satisfied smile on his face, and Roseluck sensed that the ordeal was over. For now, at least. So, yeah, that's going to be part 1 already. I hate my life. So if anybody, wants to shoot me, go right ahead, because I feel as though I just am a disgrace now. So yeah, I'll be back with part 2 in the next one. Be safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, which includes reading fan fictions like this.